The universe is everything. Time, space, and matter, everything is contained within it. Our Earth in this vast universe is nothing more than a tiny spinning piece of rock orbiting one of the 200 billion stars present in our Milky Way galaxy. This massive structure is just like a single drop in an ocean of galaxies spread across a distance of 90 billion light-years. This is our home, our Earth, a comfortable planet full of luxuries and life. For a moment, let's leave aside our daily chores and look up at the sky. What do you see? A vast black blanket spread across the sky, glittering with beautifully twinkling stars. But did you know? The stars we see at night are just a tiny patch of our Milky Way galaxy. This is where we live in our galaxy, and at night, we can only see the stars within this incredibly small region. Our galaxy is massive, but does it hold any real significance compared to the entire universe? Hello friends, I am Vishal Tamar, and I welcome you to this episode. Today, we are going to travel to the very edge of the universe. So, fasten your seatbelts because this journey is going to be incredibly exciting and full of dangers. Let's take off from the surface of the Earth and head toward the ultimate edge of the universe. As we rise higher and higher from the Earth's surface, our planet begins to look like a beautiful blue sphere. Look over there, that is the International Space Station, ISS, the largest man-made structure in space. It orbits the Earth at a mind-boggling speed of 27,588 kilometers per hour, hovering about 400 kilometers above the surface. It completes about 16 orbits around the Earth every 24 hours. As we move even higher past the ISS, we see more human creations. Satellites. Thousands of satellites sent by humans are orbiting the Earth, forming a massive digital web in space. Let's head even higher. Look at the view of Earth from up here, how stunning our blue planet looks. Now we have reached the moon. Before us, astronauts have stepped here, with Neil Armstrong being the first person to walk on its surface. Amazingly, because the moon has no atmosphere, his footprints are still preserved on the surface today and will remain intact for centuries. We are now about 400,000 kilometers away from home, and from here, Earth looks like a beautiful blue marble floating in the dark. The moon's surface looks like a scarred battlefield, having taken brutal beatings from comets and asteroids for billions of years. The moon has no atmosphere to burn these threats down, but fortunately, our Earth has a protective atmosphere that shields us from these deep space hazards. This is Venus, the brightest planet in our solar system. It is often called Earth's twin sister because it is a rocky planet with gravity almost identical to Earth's. However, this planet is an absolute living hell. It rains here constantly, not water, but highly corrosive sulfuric acid. The clouds you see in its atmosphere are made of sulfuric acid. Venus experiences the most extreme greenhouse effect in our solar system. The sun's heat enters, but it gets completely trapped by the thick atmosphere. This makes Venus the hottest planet in our solar system, with a scorching temperature of 465 degrees Celsius. Its surface is littered with active volcanoes, making it an angry planet where absolutely nothing can survive. Let's move forward. This is Mercury, the closest planet to the Sun. Its terrain looks very similar to our moon, covered in massive craters. This planet experiences extreme temperature swings. During the night, the temperature drops to a freezing minus 170 degrees Celsius, while during the day, it skyrockets past 400 degrees Celsius. Now look ahead. This is our life giver, the sun. It is the sun's energy that sustains all life on Earth. If it weren't for this star, we wouldn't exist. Located about 150 million kilometers away from Earth, this star is so colossally huge that millions of Earths could easily fit inside it. The sun is so heavy that its intense gravity controls our entire solar system. The solar flares erupting from its surface are so massive that they shoot thousands of kilometers high into space, the red planet and the perilous asteroid belt. Let's continue our journey. This is Earth's closest neighbor, Mars. Its terrain is red, which is why it is called the red planet. Scientists are incredibly eager to learn about Mars because many believe that Mars reflects our past. They estimate that billions of years ago, life might have flourished on Mars. It once had vast oceans, flowing rivers, and its own thick atmosphere. But today, it lies barren and desolate. Currently, scientists are searching for life here, even if it's just in the form of microscopic bacteria, and are planning to build human colonies here in the future. If we are on Mars, we cannot miss this Olympus Mons. This is a colossal, ancient volcano. It is nearly 3 times higher than Earth's highest peak, Mount Everest, making it the tallest mountain in the entire solar system. If we look back at Earth from the surface of Mars, it appears as just a tiny shining dot. Now, the journey ahead gets a bit terrifying because we are entering the asteroid belt located between Mars and Jupiter. It is filled with massive, gigantic rocks orbiting the sun. There are chunks of rock here so large that if they all merged together, they could form a massive planet. Some asteroids are large enough to host an entire city. As we know, planets formed in our solar system 4.5 billion years ago, but the debris in this belt remained exactly as it was. It could have become a planet, but a massive gravitational force prevented it from doing so, and that force was Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system, boasting a massive family of moons. It is so enormous that even if you combined all the other planets in the solar system, Jupiter would still be bigger. Look at that prominent feature, the Great Red Spot. This red spot is a monstrous storm that has been raging on Jupiter's surface for centuries. It is so violently large that 3 Earths could easily fit inside it. Jupiter is a gas giant, meaning it has no solid surface like Earth. If you tried to land on Jupiter, you wouldn't be able to stand. You would simply sink straight into its interior. While Jupiter itself is violent and destructive, its moons might be ideal places for life to breed. Among its dozens of moons is Europa, which is completely covered by a thick, heavy sheet of ice. Scientists believe that beneath this frozen crust lies a liquid water ocean. The presence of liquid water drastically increases the chances of alien life existing here. Our next stop is the most beautiful planet in our solar system, Saturn. Its magnificent rings add an unparalleled charm, extending hundreds of thousands of kilometers above its surface. Saturn is truly the crown jewel of our solar system. Let's look at one of its fascinating moons, Titan. Titan has its own thick atmosphere, wind, rain, and even changing seasons. It features lakes and rivers, making it look remarkably like Earth from a distance. However, the rivers and seas here are not filled with water, but with liquid natural gas. If we could somehow bring this natural gas to Earth, it is so abundant that it could power our cities for thousands of years. Scientists predict that billions of years from now, when the sun grows hotter and expands into a red giant, Titan will enter the habitable zone, creating Earth-like conditions. This is why scientists consider Titan to be the Earth of the future, the edge of the solar system, Kuiper Belt and Sedna. We have now traveled so far from home that Earth appears as nothing more than a pale blue dot. As we dive deeper into the abyss of space, Earth will completely fade from our view. Our next stops are Uranus and Neptune. In ancient times, humanity had no knowledge of these planets until the telescope was invented. Neptune is the official final planet of our planetary system, but the solar system doesn't end there. As we venture further, we reach the Kuiper Belt, which is 20 times wider and 200 times more massive than the asteroid belt. Pluto, which was demoted from the list of main planets, is a member of this very belt. The Kuiper Belt contains objects so massive that they even have their own moons due to their gravity. Let's cross the Kuiper Belt. Located 13 billion kilometers away from Earth is one of the most distant objects orbiting our sun, Sedna. Discovered in 2003, this dwarf planet takes a staggering 10,000 years to complete just one single orbit around the sun. Entering interstellar space. Voyager and the Oort cloud. We have now officially broken through into interstellar space. Look closely into the deep darkness. What is that traveling out there? Wow. That is the Voyager 1 spacecraft. It is the farthest man-made object in existence, having traveled over 19 to 20 billion kilometers away from Earth. This tiny spacecraft has unveiled some of the greatest secrets of space, traveling 20 times faster than a bullet fired from a gun. We are now so far from our solar neighborhood that our sun looks like just an ordinary dim star. Yet even from this immense distance, its gravity can still be felt, holding billions of icy comets in place. These comets contain so much water that if combined, they could fill oceans larger and deeper than those on Earth. Many scientists believe that Earth's water, and perhaps even the microscopic building blocks of life, were delivered to Earth by comets. This massive cloud of comets surrounding our solar system is known as the Oort cloud. It marks the absolute boundary of our solar system's gravitational grip, beyond which the sun's pull becomes virtually non-existent. From here on out, our journey enters an unknown mysterious space wrapped in absolute pitch-black darkness. It is so dark that human eyes can see nothing. We need infrared vision to navigate. We are unfathomably far from Earth, yet in the grand scale of the universe, this is just a tiny microscopic step. As we move forward, we approach our nearest neighboring star system, Alpha Centauri. It is so distant that even traveling at the speed of light, it takes 4.3 years for the sun's light to reach it. Alpha Centauri is a triple star system where Alpha Centauri A and Alpha Centauri B are bound together as a binary system. Within this neighborhood lies a planet called Proxima Centauri B, which sits comfortably in the habitable zone and could potentially harbor alien life. Moving 10 light-years away from Earth, we encounter a baby star that has just begun its life cycle. Planets are yet to be born in this system. Millions of years from now, a planet very much like Earth might form here, capable of hosting life. Pushing forward to 20 light-years away, we pass a star system born around the same time as our own solar system, Gliese 581. The most thrilling part about this star is that one of its orbiting planets shares striking similarities with Earth, raising high probabilities of an advanced alien civilization. While there are billions of stars in our Milky Way galaxy, making it impossible to even count them all in a single lifetime, let's zoom out completely and exit the Milky Way. Our galaxy holds billions of stars, our sun being just one insignificant dot among them. The Milky Way is so colossal that light itself takes 105,000 years to travel from one end to the other. Yet, compared to the cosmic monsters out there, our galaxy is tiny. There are galaxies out there many times larger than the Milky Way. Deep intergalactic space, clusters and superclusters. Leaving our solar system and galaxy behind, we enter intergalactic space. Looking out, we can see billions of galaxies floating in the distance, but these galaxies do not float alone. They exist in groups. Welcome to our local group, a cluster that contains the Milky Way and our neighboring galaxies, spanning across 10 million light-years. As we accelerate further into the cosmos, we see countless other galaxy clusters. Combining multiple local groups forms a massive structure called a supercluster. Right in front of us is the majestic Virgo supercluster. Our local group is just a tiny patch inside this massive structure. We are now so far from home that, forgetting the Sun or Earth, even our entire Milky Way galaxy's local group looks like a minuscule speck of dust. The Virgo supercluster contains over 100 galaxy groups and spans 110 million light-years. But wait, look at that! As we pull back even further, the Virgo supercluster begins to look small alongside countless other superclusters. This unimaginable web of superclusters is named the Laniakea supercluster. Our entire Virgo supercluster is just a tiny dot within it. The Laniakea supercluster spans a mind-boggling 520 million light-years and contains millions of superclusters just like ours. As we continue to fly backward, even the massive Laniakea supercluster shrinks into a tiny dot. Finally, we are looking at the observable universe. This is the known universe. Everything humanity knows, sees, and calculates ends right here. But does the universe truly end here? Well, this is just the observable universe. It is highly possible that the universe extends far beyond this, continuing into infinity. But because its light hasn't had enough time to reach us, we remain blind to what lies outside. Scientists also hypothesize the existence of a multiverse, a reality where countless universes exist, making our entire known universe look like a single drop in a limitless cosmic ocean. Whether a multiverse truly exists remains an unsolved mystery with no concrete proof. But one thing is absolutely certain: the observable universe is not the final end. There is definitely something out there waiting to be discovered, far beyond our current understanding. So, my friends, how was your journey to the very edge of the universe? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment box below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more fascinating cosmic journeys, and don't forget to press the bell icon.